at the 22-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Again, Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 3rd down, Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
In the slot on the right is Graham. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From a distance, he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 83 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Wilson. Forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Wilson on second down. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it. Rolls. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense has it first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Final play of the half. It's Tryin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And look out, I think he's going to go. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on this?
Julio Jones all alone. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. shotgun. Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second and 10 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's Darboh. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Right there at the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again here. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson will throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Got some real estate inside the 30. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's got this one down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two. Game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And tough starting field position here. They start on the ground with Rawls. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Operating from the gun, Wilson being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's John Ryan now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll run it with Coleman. And an alley to run. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunity.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to run with Rolls. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 3 now, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break